Hello, I'm Anthony David Hobbs, and this is my final review of a Harry Potter film. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, the last in the saga. Now, when I haven't read all the Harry Potter books. When I heard about the Order of the Phoenix, I thought it was orders given by a phoenix. No, an order is a group of wizards. The Half-Blood Prince, I thought was going to be a totally different character that we haven't seen before. No, it was another name for Severus Snape. But then that's kind of the point. You don't know why these titles are what they are unless you've read the book or unless you've seen the film. Now, I'm not a die-hard Harry Potter fan. I'm just a mild Harry Potter fan, yeah. And I must confess, I did not see all of them in the cinema. I saw 1 to 5 in the cinema. I did not see the 6th one. And I did not see the 7th one in the cinema. I did, however, see them on DVD as soon as they were released. So yes, I kept up to date. And then in the summer of 2011, that's when Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released in the cinema. And I just said to myself, come on, you've got to see the last one. This is the epic conclusion to the whole saga. Yeah, so I saw the final one in the cinema, and yes, it felt great seeing a Harry Potter film in the cinema again, yeah. And the whole audience was transfixed. Yeah, this is definitely the last one. There's not going to be any more, yeah. So in other words, characters can die, yes. And, well, in the opening sequence, Harry Potter, he needs the help of the Gringotts Goblin. One of the Horcruxes is in Gringotts Bank. And, oh yeah, the Wand Maker tells him something about how the owner of a wand can change. Well, that comes later in the story. Anyway, the Goblin wants the Sword of Gryffindor. That's his price for giving him access to the bank. Well, wait a minute. Harry Potter, he needs the Gryffindor sword. It's the only thing that can destroy Horcruxes. How can he give him that? Well, Harry Potter doesn't think past getting the Horcruxes. Get hold of them, yeah. Wait a minute. Doesn't Voldemort know about the Horcruxes? And therefore, doesn't he know where they all are? So why doesn't he hide them in different places? Oh, wait a minute, no. He does know, obviously. He knows about the Horcruxes and where they are. But he doesn't know that the heroes know about them. He doesn't know at this point in the story. He works it out later. Anyway, so the big three, Harry, Ron and Hermione, go to the Gringotts Bank. Two of them are using the invisibility cloak. Hermione, using Polyjuice Potion, has disguised herself as Madame Strange. Yes, she's an important person that doesn't need an identity pass because she's so recognisable, yeah. They do indeed get the Horcrux, but then the Goblin betrays them and locks them. He won't help them get out the vault, and he simply says, I promise I get you in the vault. I never said I'd let you out, yeah. Wait a minute, why would a Goblin betray them? I mean, how does he gain if Voldemort takes control of the magic world? What would Goblins gain out of that? Well, Goblins are not politicians, they're bankers. They don't really care if good or evil rule the magic world, so long as they make plenty of money, yeah. Anyway, they get the Horcrux, the sword disappears, because the evil goblin that betrayed them gets killed, and there's like a battle, and they use the dragon to escape. Now, the first one, well, no, the Deathly Hallows Part 1, the three lead characters don't go to Hogwarts School at all. They do go to Hogwarts School in this one, but they don't really learn anything. No, just lots of fighting. Lots of fighting goes on. No learning. Well, learning fighting techniques, but yes, no learning, just a heck of a lot of fighting goes on at Hogwarts School, yeah. And they let all their emotions come out, you know. Originally, when I first started reading Harry Potter books, I thought Harry would get it on with Hermione. But then afterwards thought that's a bit obvious, isn't it, getting on with the leading girl in the story. No. He wants to get it on with Ginny. Anyway, basically there's a scene where Neville Longbottom, he tells Luna Loveheart that he really found... No, it's Luna Lovegood, not Loveheart. Well, anyway, he tells her that he really fancies her. We might all be dead tomorrow, so there won't ever be another chance, yes. If you've got to do something, do it now. There won't ever be another chance, yeah. So, yes, Neville gets it on with Luna. Harry snogs Ginny, and Ron snogs Hermione. They're officially boyfriend and girlfriend. So yes, if you want to do something, do it now, yeah. And Professor McGonagall, oh yes, Severus Snape has become headmaster of Hogwarts. He's made a copy of the Gryffindor sword that he's given to Madame Strange. Why would he make a copy? Well, we find out a bit later on. Anyway, he is now headmaster of the school. And then afterwards, Harry and his friends come in, and then they need an army, basically. So they get all the students of Hogwarts School to help them. And then Mr. Filch comes down and says, Professor McGonagall, there are students out of bed, it's night time. And the professor says, they're supposed to be out of bed, you fool. There's a battle coming. A whole army of evil wizards are going to invade Hogwarts now, yeah. And throughout the story of this film, we see the Chamber of Secrets again. We see Cornish pixies again, the Sword of Gryffindor, trolls, and we see things we've seen in previous films, basically. Yes, so everything comes full circle. This is the end now, yeah. Okay, and spoiler alert. The big twist is Harry Potter is a Horcrux. The only way to utterly destroy... Voldemort needs a Horcruxes to keep come back to life. No matter how many times you kill him, he keeps coming back to life. So long as the Horcruxes are intact. And then Harry realises he must sacrifice his life. Yeah. He finds this information out because when Voldemort kills Severus, Harry gathers Severus's tears in like a little flask thing. He uses it for memory, the memory spell, to see memories inside Severus. He finds out that Severus was in fact in love with Lily Potter at one point. That explains why he was reluctant to kill Harry. Yes, because although Lily didn't love him, didn't love Severus, he feels like he has a responsibility because her child, it's part of her, isn't it? So yeah, and well, basically, Severus Snape, he killed Dumbledore for a reason. It was because it was the only way he could gain access to Voldemort and get lots of information off them. He didn't turn evil at all. He just pretended to turn evil to get lots of information out of them. Yeah, so he's like a double agent, if you like. And when Harry realises that that's a turning point, and he thinks, what should I do? Should I sacrifice my life? Should I allow myself to be killed? But then he speaks to the dead, as you do. He sees the ghosts of his mother, of Sirius Black, and he sees ghosts of people that have sacrificed their lives to protect him. They were willing to sacrifice their lives to save him, so why shouldn't he sacrifice his life? It's a real dilemma, that, yeah. In the end, he agrees, because Voldemort is blissfully unaware that Harry Potter is a Horcrux. He was accidentally made a Horcrux. And, yes, he has a fight. Voldemort kills him, or thinks he's killed him. He only stunned him. And then Harry is in some sort of netherworld, and he sees the ghost of Albus, but Albus says, no, you're not dead, you're sort of in a netherworld, but you have a choice. You can go back to the living if you want. And Harry chooses to go back. He hasn't been killed, no, the Horcruxness has been taken out of him. So he doesn't have to die anymore. That's what's happened. Now, I didn't want Harry Potter to die, but I thought that would have been a hell of a twist if he had, yeah, because he can die. This is the last one. There's not going to be any more of these films, yeah. But yes, I didn't see that coming, that yes, it is possible to take the Horcruxiness out of him. So yes, an epic battle ensues. At one point, Harry and Voldemort are at the top of a big castle tower, and he pulls him down with him. If I'm going to die, you're coming with me. They both fall down. So Voldemort has to use his flying power to save his own life, and inadvertently saves Harry at the same time. And Neville Longbottom, who's the butt of every joke, people make fun of him. Well, he stands up to the whole army of wizards, he runs through that bridge thing, the bridge thing smashes down, and he gets through it, and then he severs the head of the snake. The snake is one of the Horcruxes. So yes, he comes on top as a hero. Yes, everyone really lets it all out. They fight to the finish. Yeah, a real epic battle, yeah. And at the end, another spoiler alert, Harry Potter has the wand, the most powerful wand ever made, and he destroys it. Now, Albus Dumbledore didn't think it would be a good idea to destroy it. No, hide it, because it could be very useful one day. Well, Harry Potter has had enough. Too many people have been killed. He doesn't want any more people to die in this crazy lust for power. So he decides the best thing is to destroy that wand. Yes, he lost his mum and dad, he lost a lot of friends, so yes, he decides to destroy it. And then the movie's ended, or almost ended then. 19 years later, Harry Potter and his friends are grown up and have children and send them to Hogwarts. So, yes, it all comes full circle at the end, yeah. A few little bits and bobs I thought could have been done a little better, but overall, yes, a very enjoyable film, yes. It ends the saga perfectly. Well, that's it. That's the end of the Harry Potter series for me. Hope you enjoyed my reviews on them, and Okay. Harry Potter is the definitive wizard who's learning, and wearing glasses is no shame. It does not stop you being a hero. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm Anthony Hobbs, and I'm never bored.